Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and today is just like all the other ones where we are still in the 30 days of survival, and we are going to have fun with it this time around because the inspiration on how to do this came from Little Rural, my 5-year old, who said to do it in the form of ABCs. So I thought that was a really fun way of doing this that I didn't see anybody else doing. Instead of regurgitating what everybody else is doing, let's be a little bit different and have fun with this one. So, today's letter is going to be the letter F. Now, I want to start out with friends and family. When we go into any sort of an SHTF situation, we really want to have the people that we love and care about surround us. Those are the ones that are the most important to us. And so to have friends and family in the fold is going to be something that is not only mentally important, but just their overall well-being. So now's a really good time to try and get your friends and family involved, the ones that you really care about, the ones that are very important to you. Do what you can to try and get them involved. Take them out and just go get into nature, do little things. You can do anything from and I just talked about this, I think, over on Facebook, where they were trying to figure out ways to get everybody involved, and I was like, hey, go out and have a Nerf gun fight or war or whatever. It's something that adults and kids, it's going to be fun for everybody. And so it's one of those ones. You're out, you're running around, you're training. Yes, it's little foam things, but still, it gets you moving. It gets everybody together. It gets some sort of a kind of a training scenario set up. Yes, you're not out there doing live fire drills and things like that, but it's still a team building exercise, and it's a step to move into the direction to get into a little bit more serious training and things like that. You got to present the opportunity out there, and then you can start focusing in to where it you want it to go, where it kind of should lead to. But to get in there, if you just jump straight into it, you can scare people away, you can turn people off. And so be creative when it comes to a lot of this. And so when you get into friends and family, make sure that you introduce this, and not do it in a very scary way. Do it in a fun way. Okay. uh, but that also leads into the flip side of the coin: fatigue. There's a lot of people that's been out there doing this for a little while, quite a while, or a very long time, and you can get what we call prepper fatigue out of this. Okay, make sure that when you're doing this, that you keep it interesting. Try out new things. Go back and revisit. There's a lot of the things that I see that is kind of a pretty big mistake, is the ones where people don't go back and do the fundamentals. You don't go back and redo the things that you learned early on. You have it in your head. Oh, I don't need to do that. No, go back and retrain. That's why they have things like recertification. It's to brush up, to make sure that you're getting the cobwebs dusted off, and that you're still very proficient in that skill, just in case the need arises or the situation faces you, and you have to be able to utilize that skill. So when it comes to fatigue, keep things interesting. Make sure that when you're doing things, that you do it to where you don't get that fatigue in the first place. So that way, as you go through and as you are still doing this, because remember, this is a lifelong commitment. So as you go through, you should have it to where all this stuff comes together, that when you start seeing those symptoms and those signs that you're just getting a little burnt out, find a way to reinvigorate, light that flame again. There was some passion that made you start in the first place. Figure out what that is and go back to it. Okay, as long as it's preparedness related, it's okay to step over here for a little bit and re-energize yourself, and then continue on. So, the next one that I want to get into is facts. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of misinformation, disinformation. There's a lot of people out there that want to put out things that appear as facts. They're shiny, they're loud, they're right in your face. Everybody's talking about it. Doesn't mean it's fact. make sure that when you're doing this, you do your research, do your due diligence, make sure that you are figuring out what's fact. Because when it comes to an SHTF situation, let's say it is like absolute, it is worldwide, the whole world's an SHTF. If you are the leader, you're one of the people that help decide things, it is your duty to figure out what is fact. Because if you make a decision on something that is a half truth or maybe a complete lie, if you are not have that ability to figure out what's fact from fiction, it can be very serious. You can cost lives. You can do things that are very detrimental to your group, uh, whether you know it or not. But figuring out the facts is very, very, very important. Uh, and then the next one that I want to end on is flavor. And I know that some people are going to laugh at this one, but trust me, if you get into that long term SHTF situation, and let's say that you made the mistake where you're like, well, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to buy 100 cans of the same exact thing because they've got a really good shelf life. Yeah, you have food, but you're going to eat the same exact thing with the same exact flavor over and over and over, and then your taste buds are going to get fatigued. Your body needs to have diversity in the flavor and the calories and things like that. So when you start doing some of your preps, and this is some of the stuff that you can do very, very cheaply, is go get them bouillon cubes. Make sure that you're stocking up on the seasonings and spices. Grow your own. Go out there and grow some of your favorite stuff: garlic, peppers, any of your herbs, whether it's oregano, sage, any of that stuff. Grow it, preserve it, make your own spices. That way, you know what is in there, what is exactly in there. And then that way, if you get something to where, for me personally, I hate fish, if it comes down to me staying alive or unaliving, and I have to eat fish, I'm going to have some sort of seasoning or spice or something that is going to take down that fishy flavor to where I'm going to eat fish and stay alive. And so for that, flavor is going to be something very, very important. It's going to make it to where it's palatable for you, something to where you don't mind eating it. You know, you've been going through an SHTF situation and it's been quite a while since you've had a pretty good meal, you can turn a meal that you would normally turn away from to where it's pretty good. Hey, I really like garlic or I really like spicy. You put that on there, that's mainly what you're going to be, tasting. And so you're going to eat it and get your calories that you need to continue on. But that also leads me into the honorable mention because I like to try and keep these about four. And the honorable mention, as I kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, is fun. You need to have fun. I don't care if it's right now. I don't care if it's during training. I don't care if it's SHTF or whatever. Fun is a pretty important part of living, of life, of being here and existing. That's why we smile and laugh. That's what teaches kids is you take something and you turn it fun. Make sure that you are, when you're doing your prepping and you're building different things, make sure fun is a part of it. And we all have fun in different ways. Some people have fun reading novels and other things. Some people have fun playing sports. Some people have fun drawing or artwork or crafting. There's a lot of different things to have fun. Make sure that you incorporate whatever it is that you have fun and prep for that. And then you can even kind of toss in some fun, just for some others, because you would be kind of remiss if you didn't realize that you could toss a ball into a group of kids and they'll come up with a game. And you can utilize a ball for a lot of different things. And it teaches creativity among the kids and others, that you come up with new, fun ways to roll a ball, kick a ball, throw a ball, whatever. And you're using just one object over and over and over. One item can provide a lot of fun. So, with that, I'm going to end this one. and I hope you got a little bit of value, a little bit of substance out of it. Again, I'm going to issue the same challenge like all the other ones, where I want you to come up with your own word for F down in the comment section. Give me one or two that we could have added to this list. Okay, I'm here to get the ball rolling. I want you to critically think. I'm not here to create the list for you. I throw out a couple of mine, give you my rationale behind it, my thought process. Now it's your turn. You figure out what we could add to that list. So, with that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's definitely more information to come. And with that, I want to remind you, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.